I did get the board on last night. It was getting dark, and I put some of the nailers in, but I did not finish up, so I just did this morning. So here's where we're at, and I'd also like to do a forensic analysis of what caused the leak. So the board's in place. I took a 8-inch hemlock, and planed it and cut it and trimmed it down to the right size. So it's a better board than what was there. It was pine. Then I also added these nailers for the tails. Set it up using two 5-inch 5x1, I think 10 feet or so, about 10 feet of hemlock. Nailed them in. I did the two outside ones first, and then from there I was able to get the others nailed in. So I also took a flashlight and looked down through there just to see if I could see any other damage. It does appear to be something like 2/3 of the way down. It looks like, I don't know, maybe a bee's nest or something, so I'm not sure. I could run into problems there. On this side, I think I see a bee's nest down there, but it's probably an old one going down through there. But as far as the boards, they all look good. I can't see everything, but I don't see damage. So I would say I tried to nail these really good here. And this is where the leak was, and we have a hole here right there. So I need to get aluminum over top of that. Maybe even put a nailer in or a board in there yet. But I wanted to leave it open for the video. So this is where the leak was, right here. Or no, right here, right here. And if you look at it, there is no damage to the roof here. The roof is totally fine. There's no hole, there's no crack. The only cracks I see is where I've been putting the ladder and I've ruined the edge. But I'll be putting aluminum as far up as I can go, so hopefully back up into here. So this wasn't caused by the roof failing as far as the level part, but it is caused by the eaves failing. And this is done how many roofs are put together like this. Now, it didn't happen all over. I didn't get damage all the way, although I do see water stains in many areas. It appears to be water stains. But I think the problem is, in my opinion anyways, the drip edge is about 3 inches. So it's about up into here, right here. Well, the rest of the roof is overlapped at 6 inches. The nailers are up in here. So if the eaves, and I really feel that the eaves are a weak point in a roof. I was told that when you cut through a roof, like a chimney, a vent pipe, or you have valleys, those are the weak places, those are the most vulnerable. But I don't remember my teacher saying that the eaves were, but maybe they did, and I just, knew that and don't remember him saying it, but it probably did say it. I think we're underestimating the eaves problem in regards to the drip edge. I think the drip edge is just, it's just not wide enough. This drip edge, this should go up into here, in my opinion. And the other thing is, I think we need drip extenders on everything. So when I'm done, this would come out into here. The aluminum would come off out into here. So the chances of it going back and getting onto this wood or getting up into there, long overlap, long extension, it should greatly decrease, if not happen at all. So that's my opinion of what caused this leak. Um, I wanted to blame it on the eaves trough, but the eaves trough added to the problem because then, well, the screw, once it rotted, came out, so the eaves trough dropped more, and then it let more water on the deck when it was raining really hard and went back into the house, onto the siding, which is not good because then you got water running down the siding. Really not good for the sills and stuff. Okay, so that's all I got to say about that. Let's next we'll put our piece of vinyl facer back on. Oh, we need to clean the soffit too. The soffit's really dirty. Ideally, it'd be great to clean it all, but we gotta be realistic. So let's clean it, get it back in, tack it in, then we can put our facer vinyl back on, and then you'll see what the next step is.